So, what is antivirus? Today we're going to go through and explain how antivirus works and what are the main pitfalls of antivirus, why it's not enough for your cybersecurity needs. So, almost all antivirus programs, specifically the ones that are available commercially and privately, use two methods to detect malware or viruses. These methods are signature-based and they're behavior-based or heuristic-based. So we're going to talk about the signature-based one first. So, signature-based antivirus works by examining files and basically fingerprinting files and programs on your system and comparing to a list or a database of definitions of known malware and viruses that it has. So, on this left side, what we're going to do is we're going to say this is our database full of virus definitions, and on the right side over here, we're going to say this is our PC or our computer. So when antivirus is running and you double click on a program on your desktop, the computer launches the program and your antivirus software will automatically fingerprint that program. So it'll take a look in here and it'll say, this is the program that's running, and then it runs it through what we call a hashing algorithm most of the time. A hashing algorithm is an algorithm that assigns a program a unique fingerprint, if you will. Each hashing algorithm has a unique enough property that you're not going to have the same program come up with the same hash. So Internet Explorer, which browses the web, or Firefox, which you can use to browse the web, don't have the same hash signature, right? They don't have the same fingerprint. So it hashes the program and then it compares it against the database that it has full of signatures of known viruses and malware samples. If it's a match, the antivirus often will block execution of that program and sometimes move it to a quarantine folder so it can't infect or move around your system. So that's what we call signature-based detection of antivirus. The other way antivirus works is it does behavior-based or heuristic analysis. So what antivirus coders have done is they've said, hey, we know that signatures are often not always the most up-to-date, and if someone creates a new type of malware that we've never seen before, it can get into your system and infect stuff if we don't have the exact hash or signature for it. So it's not super credible. So what they've used behavior-based or heuristic-based analysis. Heuristic takes a look at the file's properties, what the program is actually doing, and determines if it's malicious. So a great example of this would be your mailman. He comes to your house or your door every day and he delivers mail. That is a non-malicious behavior. A person walking up to your house might be considered suspicious, but since it's the mailman and he always comes and delivers mail, we say, that's fine, that's allowed, good to go. Now imagine that same person, and I'm going to draw a little bad guy here. Imagine that same person walks up with a hammer and starts smashing your windows. We would say, that is bad. So the antivirus program that does behavioral analysis, whenever you launch a program, it says, okay, let's take a look at what this program is doing. Is it accessing file systems that it should be doing, or is it accessing file systems that it shouldn't? Is it using the operating system in a productive way, or is it potentially using the operating system for nefarious means? If it matches and it uses something we call fuzzy logic, so if it's close enough, then the program is going to block it, quarantine it, and say, hey, we believe this to be suspicious, this could be malware, and away we go. Now, why is it important to always update your antivirus, and why isn't antivirus enough? So antivirus relies heavily on these databases of signatures. Likewise, in your behavior, you also have a database of how programs behave. As we advance in technology, we write more and more software and more complex malware, more complex programs, these things always change and evolve. So it's very important to always have your antivirus signatures over this database updated. And most will do these automatically, or you can set it on a frequent basis, right? It's best to do it as often as possible, but we do what we can. And that's all.